Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Colorado's offense will get the first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Lewis to throw. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's awesome. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. See what they dial up on 1st and 10.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. Lewis to throw. This one's complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. That 55-yard field goal attempt went awry, and now to make matters worse, they'll give it up 1st and 10 at the 38. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Going with the counter play here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Bulls are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis wants to pass. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got room to work. Oh, a lot of space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Gotta tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handling it.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Lewis to throw. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisiana Tech was able to cap off a close one in Ruston with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Hand off from the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Red Raiders come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lewis wants to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Texas Tech, 0. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's awesome.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lewis wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They get through and it's blocked. Defense has it.
And man, did you see that defender climb the ladder? How high did he jump to block that field goal? That was amazing.
Texas Tech has it back and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They'll try the run. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle. It's awesome.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Quickly complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Handoff to the single running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Tar Heels ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Trying play action. Unloads it left. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick release by the QB. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Unloads quickly. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
He wants to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Thanks to grab. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Red Raiders, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So now it's second and long. Lewis wants to pass. This time he's got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Looking left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Gets the back moving. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The play action fake. It's complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Lewis to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. Splits the uprights, it's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged out of the air.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Some misdirection with the counter. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. The Red Raiders are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
Guys, Washington State and UW have been battling for all the apples since 1963. Here's an update. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lewis wants to pass. On target to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Lewis to throw. He's got him. Touchdown, Colorado. And the punishment has been extended.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played at Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the run, it's Gibson. Slithers into space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The give to the tailback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lewis wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Now on second and goal. Lewis to throw. Touchdown, Bucks! Fit it in the window for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they are getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Breaks into the open. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here tonight.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And And the Buffaloes are on the move. They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Got it, looking for a first. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes have it with a first and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Working that wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.